had a subscriber of the channel reach out to me because they just got in a big lot of video games. In this lot, they had Nintendo 64, as well as a bunch of games, a couple of Xboxes, and even some PlayStations, if I'm not mistaken, with a ton of games. So I'm actually gonna head down and hopefully get all of it, or at least close to all of it, as much as I can. But I'm definitely gonna pick up the N64 and all of the games, and then maybe even a couple of the consoles, as well as some of the miscellaneous games that they showed me. Let's head out to this subscriber's house and hopefully buy all of these video games and consoles.
I have a Game Boy that just does Game Boy games, but I don't have the TVs to hook up to these.
Okay. All right.
All the loose discs, I just kind of these all are loose games. I don't know if
Okay.
you want them. But,
Yeah, I'll take a look at them. Yeah. So basically all of these two here, is that right?
All here, and then those two boxes, and then this might have some cords if you end up. This is all. It's all actually all of this, but like this is all the game stuff.
Okay.
That
Cool.
I could find.
Yeah. And you said none of it's been tested, right?
Nothing. No. This is seriously the boxes I got them in. Seriously.
Okay.
Like it's very untested.
Okay.
But it was packed well, and it was in an indoor unit. I don't know if that. I mean, to me that means something, but I don't know if that makes any difference to you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll take a look at it. So some of the games might be here if they're not in here, right?
Yeah,
okay.
There's like 4 boxes that I just found while I went through everything again.
Mm-hmm.
And these 4 boxes, I think these 4
mm-hmm.
and that one or something, their games I think are right there.
Okay, cool.
Everything else should have a game in it. These
Okay.
I just went through it all, and I found those randomly with some of the movies and stuff.
Okay, cool.
So. How'd you do with that Atari stuff? You still got it?
Still working on some of it. Hadn't got it all cleaned on the games, like I was saying, but
The games that I sold you.
yeah, just a couple.
You said Game Boy games. I didn't think I sold you.
Yeah, Super Nintendo.
I don't even remember what games I sold you with that one.
What'd you say?
I said I try not to go through this stuff too much.
Yeah.
Try to sort it and get it out.
Completely understand. Storage and stuff. So far, they look to be in pretty good shape disc-wise.
Yeah. The guy, I think the guy's name is.
That's good. Let's put that to the side here. That's really scratchy.
Those Game Boy games, I was like,
Nah, man. If
I didn't even remember Game Boy.
most of the time you don't know
Yeah, I'm not trying to
do anything. Yeah, man.
stuff.
So it's in your best interest to move it as quick as possible. I get it. A lot of these are super scratchy, man. Especially the Xboxes. Like, super scratchy. Yeah, yeah.
I just like opened to make sure they were in there and closed. I checked like maybe like 5 or 18.
Yeah, I'm kind of setting the ones that are super scratchy to the side, and then kind of determine them, you know, later where we're at.
Everything over here is
good to go. Yeah.
Even this came out of this guy's storage locker.
And you said not sure about the batteries.
No, but the game. I brought a Game Boy Advance down so you can test it. It's
Yeah.
right there behind you.
Okay. Yeah, I might do it for this one.
You got here
yeah.
my house. You keep taking roofs of it.
I'm just gonna put the PC games back in here. That way.
You can say anything you don't want in that little brown box.
Okay.
It'll be fine. You put trash in there, but it's fine. So,
Whoever this was loved Sims, apparently.
yeah, whoever was loved the Sims.
Yeah, man.
Every Sim and every.
Yeah, expansion pack. Goodness gracious.
It's crazy. There's like 20 Sims.
Wow.
I didn't even know that.
Me either, man. I was like, wow, this is wild. Oh yeah, that's a.
I think that's
It's 64? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think that's 64.
Alright, so we'll take a look at that.
And 64 is actually in here.
Okay.
That one guy.
I mean, and I'm sure you would know, you know, since that's kind of your bread and butter.
Yeah.
My thing, but yeah, woodworking, all that stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at. So most of these were good. Sims. Yeah.
I was thinking that Star Wars one with the box and shit was gonna be worth more. Yeah.
That one might be worth it. See about these guys here. of these consoles. Maybe. This is all 360 stuff.
Yeah,
that's PlayStation.
That Chrome 360.
Okay. This is a PS1 adapter. It's like cable adapter. Got a coin in there. Sounds like.
You don't want the Xbox controller?
The 360? You talking about the remote? I don't know. I'll take a look at it.
That's the DVD remote that came with the Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to take a look. I think I have a couple. That's the reason why.
Oh, okay. I'm not selling that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just a test. Yeah, I didn't know if it was ready, if I need to put some batteries in or something.
It's just ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I tested only the Pokemon games. I got silver and blue.
Yeah, no problem. Cool with that one. And this is just all the cords basically for them, right? Yeah, PlayStation 2. That was really.
There's gonna be some more cords in that other box, and I think there's gonna be some stuff here that you might want.
Okay.
But yeah, that's controllers and. I think that was it.
That one is. This thing is icky. Yeah, gosh.
Yeah, some of them are gross.
Wow.
I don't touch them all the time. And some of the Guitar Hero stuff is in there. I don't know if you saw that. Like, this is Guitar Hero.
So I did. Yeah.
That's a PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1 and then 2. Feels pretty good. A little sticky on this side.
Yeah, say that's kind of sticky, whatever you just did. That might be your gloves.
No, I think it was just that initial time of pressing it. Probably hadn't been. Yeah, it seems okay. Yeah. Yeah, or 3, I guess. I think these are all just PlayStation. Okay.
You only gonna take one controller for the PlayStation?
Yeah, I might take 2. Yeah, I'll see where we're at and connect to some of that stuff. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see this guy. So no backwards compatible ones, huh?
No, we didn't have any backwards compatible this time.
I'm definitely on the hunt for those.
Tag on the side of it.
Yeah, I saw it's been opened.
Yeah, I think the tag says it's been like refurbished.
So 250 hard drive. Yeah, all the N64 stuff looks pretty good, so I'll probably be interested in all that. Yeah, and all of that, but it's good. Now I see these PlayStation 4 controllers. Was there a actual PlayStation 4, or just the controllers?
Nope.
Okay.
There's even Xbox One controllers over
right, there is. Yeah, I saw one at least.
Yeah, I think. I also think there was a DS, or not a DS, a Switch too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Inside of here?
It wasn't it, no.
Okay.
I think he had kids and he got divorced. I think is what just happened.
I got you.
He was a fan or something, but
yeah.
Yes, autographed by like 3 bands. They're like Christian rock bands, so.
Yeah. PlayStation 1, huh?
Most of the chord stuff you can just have them in an
okay.
Because like it's probably stuff that goes with it, so.
And yeah, we'll do all of these. The stacks are gonna fall. I think it was just maybe this one that didn't have. Yeah, that one didn't have it inside of there. I know Tony Hawk Underground one. I think it was in there, but I didn't see it. At least I didn't see it. Now that doesn't mean that it wasn't there, but I didn't see it. These are. That one might be able to be.
With any of the controllers, I haven't touched anything.
I'll actually probably try to. Well, hey, now you said you want to grab maybe a couple for, at least for the PlayStation, probably, right?
Take what you want, man, and whatever you don't want. If you want them all, I'll take them all. I don't live here. You also probably want this for sure. I don't know why you didn't throw that in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool.
If you don't want
anything, so okay, let me pull out what I didn't get, like for sure. Obviously this, because that'll go. Well, I mean, it's not anything. It's less stuff for me to have to worry about later on too. But yeah, like this stuff, Guitar Hero. Yeah. So if I just look through it and see some stuff right off, I'll take that out, but the rest of the stuff, yeah. So what'd you end up paying for the locker? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was a good deal.
Yeah, but here in Tennessee.
Yeah,
obviously.
But like 2 hours.
All right, so I got you 3 crispy ones, man. So fresh off the press. There you go, sir. So here's the first tote of the $300 lot that I purchased. I got 2 PlayStation 3s. Now these are the bigger ones. These are not the backwards compatible ones, but I definitely can get a pretty good amount for them. Have this original Xbox here, and then this Xbox 360, the S version, and then 2 PlayStation 2s, the bigger ones. Now of course they have the smaller ones, which I have several of those, but in this lot, these were only the big ones that I picked out. And I kind of picked out the majority of the items that I knew that were worth quite a bit of money. So the majority of the stuff that you see here, I should be able to clean it up and sell pretty quickly, especially if it works. And then a PlayStation 1 that actually has Tetris Plus inside of there. Tetris Plus inside of the console. And I'm not sure if these other ones have any games or anything like that inside of them, but I will definitely, once I clean them off, I'll plug them up and see if there's any games inside of there. Now moving on here are some of the controllers that I actually picked out. This is an official Xbox One controller, and it is in great shape, just needs to be cleaned off a little bit here. A PlayStation 4 controller, which is in good shape too. Another PlayStation 4. An A's controller. A PlayStation 3 that is gonna need a little bit of cleaning and some taking apart to see if the buttons work, but so far that's the only thing that I see that is missing is the thumb pad. Now here's an original Xbox controller. And then, of course, here is a remote for the original Xbox, DVD remote. Some Xbox 360 controllers. So these are the newer Xbox 360 controllers here, and these are the older ones. This is from the Elite console, the Xbox 360 Elite. These are from the original Xbox 360. Now, two PlayStation 2 controllers that are official controllers, as you can see here. Got the cord wrapped in right there. They're two PlayStation 2 controllers officially from Sony. And then 3 PlayStation 1 controllers officially from Sony, as you can see there. See the word from Sony on each one of those. And then this is a PlayStation 2, I think, if I'm not mistaken, aftermarket controller. Yeah, PlayStation 2 controller, aftermarket. And then this was actually hiding in there, and I picked it up. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta grab that. This is a PlayStation 3 camera. So I don't have this, and I'll probably keep it for testing games that have the PlayStation 3 camera functionality, but definitely pick this up. So this is all of the first tote. I'm going to clear this stuff off here and then show you what's in the other tote that I picked out. And it has a lot more stuff with a lot more games and things like that. So let me clear this stuff off real fast and show you what I got in the second tote. And like I said, I paid $300 for everything that you see here on this table in the first tote. So this right here was in the second tote that I picked up for $300 in this lot. And this is the one I'm most excited about. Now, as you can see here, the Nintendo 64 stuff, really, if you just added this up by itself, it's well over $300 from what I paid. So really, all the other stuff, including the consoles and all of those, are just going to be solely profit, because there's a couple of them, especially like a couple of these Zelda games. But let's go through this real quick and show you what I got in the second tote. So I got a Nintendo 64, which is in pretty good shape here. It is kind of dirty. Looks like I might need to clean it up a little bit, but for the most part, in pretty good shape. And then a memory card for the Nintendo 64. And then 4 controllers, including, they're all Nintendo branded controllers also. As you can see here, it's got Nintendo on each one of these here. And then this one is a Nintendo brand, but it is the clear variant, or the purple clear variant, which is worth just a little bit more. So a little bit of money for that. And then this one is a complete version of the Star Wars Shadow of the Empire. It's got the game inside of there, as well as the manual Not worth as much as I initially thought it was going to be, but it is complete, and so I'm definitely glad to have a copy of that. And then a loose version of that same game, Perfect Dark for Nintendo 64, GT 64, and then another Star Wars game. Now this one here is worth quite a bit of money, 007, and the Zelda game, which is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, and it is the variant that has the iridescent look here and the different gold variant. And then another Legend of Zelda game for Nintendo 64, Super Mario 64, Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64, and then Mario Kart 64. So all of the ones that are, especially the first party ones, are going to be worth quite a bit. So let's take a look at these here. I picked up a few games. The majority of them weren't really worth a lot, so I passed over a lot of them. But we'll go over these Xbox games here. First, the original Xbox games, Tony Hawk American Wasteland, Halo, and a couple of other ones, Ninja Gaiden for the Xbox. Grand Theft Auto, which has Grand Theft Auto 3 and then Vice City. Got those for the Xbox. Unreal 2, Tony Hawk Underground 2, and then Splinter Cell, which is actually a great game. If you've never played any of the Tom Clancy Splinter Cell games or Rainbow Six or anything like that, I definitely recommend picking those up if you haven't played them, or download them, because it's definitely worth a try if you haven't played any of those. Grand Theft Auto, and that is Liberty City Stories, and the Grand Theft Auto 4, and then Midnight Club LA for the PlayStation 3. Guitar Hero 3 complete, and then got Pinocchio for the Game Boy, Super Mario Land 2 for the Game Boy, Super Mario Deluxe, which has a battery inside of it. I'll have to check to see if it's dry or not, but hopefully it's not, and I'll be able to sell that pretty quickly without having to change the battery. Frogger for the Game Boy, original Game Boy. Got Banjo-Kazooie for the Game Boy Advance, and then Wario Land for the Wario 4 for the Game Boy Advance. And then a couple of loose discs that I picked up. This is Road Rash 3D for the PlayStation, Dave Mirra, Digimon, Moto Racer, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, LA Rush, Frogger for the PlayStation 1, Rayman, and then Cool Borders 2, Rugrats, and that is it. So that's all that I picked up in this $300 lot. Of course, it came with all of the cords and things like that for the consoles, the power adapters, and the TV connections. But I'm not going to show you those things because it'll take up basically the whole table for that. But definitely a great deal. But comment below and tell me what you think. What is your favorite pickup that I got from this lot? My personal favorite is the N64 stuff. Definitely a fan of the Smash Brothers. I always love Mario 64 as well as Mario Kart. Love playing those games. But comment below and tell me some of the ones that you like or ones that you played maybe in your childhood. I haven't played any of the Zelda games, especially some of these 64 games before, so I'm looking forward to maybe trying those out before putting them on my eBay store. But comment below and tell me what you think about that. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching, and let's level up.